Let's go. Vamos.
Floyd Mayweather has been so dominant that in his fights, the question is not who, but how and when. It's up to Miguel Cotto to change that perception and that script.
Can it really be 16 years since the kid we used to call Pretty Boy Floyd was on the Olympic team in Atlanta? Could his pro career have really lasted that long? And Larry's so right about his recent dominance. He doesn't lose fights. He very seldom loses rounds. So let's see what Cotto can do to try to upset the brilliance of Floyd Mayweather.
We should mention that they're using 10-ounce gloves in this division. 10-ounce gloves are the same gloves that heavyweights wear. Well, I don't know, Emmanuel, maybe you can tell us how that could impact this fight.
Well, originally, Floyd wanted 8-ounce gloves because he wanted to, I guess, maximize his speed and power. Surprisingly, Miguel wanted 10 ounces. And Miguel's reason for that, he said he gave better protection by having wider gloves. So ultimately, the decision came down to the boxing commission. They said one guy couldn't have one size, and so they almost agreed on that, one having 10 and one having 8. So the commission decided to make it 10 ounces, which is the standard rule for junior middleweights and up.
Exactly right. It's been a rule in Las Vegas for several years now. If you're at 154, you wear 10-ounce gloves. If you're at 147, you wear 8-ounce gloves. But Mayweather was accustomed to the 8-ounce glove.
But Larry, I like your idea. I mean, the same weight gloves for these guys, 154 pounds. It's like Latimer Klitschko, my guy who weighs about 100 pounds more. I think an in-between size of a 9-ounce glove would be appropriate.
Round one is not a mismatch so far. Cotto's landed a couple of punches and got in on Mayweather, but Mayweather, as usual, is flexing his jab from the outside, looking for space. Remember, he can lead with a jab, he can lead with a left hook, he can lead with a straight right hand. His right hand over the top counter-punching is maybe the best and most effective punch in the sport. His left hook is equally devastating. Against Ortiz in the early rounds, he was landing more or less at will. Cotto's better than Ortiz.
Well, you have two world-class fighters here, really. Not only this is what the title is, ring kings, that's what they are. I mean, it's not just Mayweather and opponent. Both of the guys are world championship caliber.
Stop. They trade body shots, and then Mayweather clamps down on Cotto. Tony Weeks breaks him apart. Tony Weeks has been a tremendously prominent referee here in Las Vegas ever since his work in Corrales Castillo 1 9 years ago. Cotto momentarily cutting off the ring on Floyd Mayweather. Misses with the right hand. Miguel is fighting with confidence and getting something done here and there.
And the reason they raise the glove size is because they can't influence how a fight goes. We've heard gloves called pillows. You could sleep in these gloves.
Cotto fighting behind the tight defensive guard. Hasn't taken all that much in the first round. Mayweather got in a couple shots before the end. Cotto got in a body shot. Interesting.